A very good evening. Welcome to Prime TV News on Friday, the 7th of September, with me, Iftia Abdul Qadir. A look at your headlines first. The President announces stern punishment for ragging. 7, including Gotabaya, are noticed to appear in the Permanent High Court at Bar on the 10th. Maharagama UC workers stage a strike, claiming that the chairman assaulted them. WHO declares Sri Lanka as a rubella-free country. And on news overseas, dozens perish in floods in North Korea. Thousands are left homeless. Your lead story this evening: the case filed against 7 persons, including former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, is scheduled to be taken up for consideration in the Permanent High Court at Bar on the 10th of this month. Accordingly, all activities related to this case at the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court concluded today. The suspects are accused of misappropriating state funds to the tune of 48 million rupees in the construction of the D.A. Rajapaksa Memorial Museum. The case was convened in the Colombo Chief Magistrates Court today. Making submissions in court, the Financial Crimes Investigation Division said that indictments with respect to the defendants in this case have been filed in the Permanent High Court at Bar. Accordingly, the proceedings of this case in the Magistrates Court ended today. Notices have been issued on the 7 suspects, including former Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, to appear in the Permanent High Court at Bar on the 10th of this month. The notices were issued on the 27th of last month. This will be the second case of the Permanent High Court at Bar. The other defendants of this case are Harshan De Silva, Keminda Artigala, Abraham Galapatti, Badra Udulavati, Mahinda Sagala, and Mallika Kumari. They have been indicted under the charges of breaching criminal trust, conspiracy, or aiding and abetting. The documents related to the indictments, including 105 case goods and an audit report, have been included. 80 witnesses have been cited. 4 employees of the Maharagama Urban Council claim that the chairman of the council had assaulted them. Protesting against this attack, all employees of the Urban Council have staged a strike. However, the chairman of the Urban Council have rejected these allegations. The workers said that the chairman of the council, Tiran Lakruan, had launched this attack on 4 minor employees of the power division of the Maharagama Urban Council last afternoon. The assaulted workers are at present receiving treatment at the Homagama Hospital. Protesting against this attack, the workers of Urban Council held a demonstration near the council premises. Northern Province Chief Minister C.V. Vigneshwaran, who is accused over contempt of court, appeared in the appeals court today. 3 persons, including Chief Minister, appeared in the appeals court. Orders were issued to them to appear in the court again on the 18th of this month. The Court of Appeal recently issued an interim order halting the decision of Chief Minister Vigneshwaran to remove Balasubramaniam Denishwaran, former Northern Province Minister of Fisheries, Transport, Trade and Rural Development, from his ministerial portfolio. Subsequently, B. Denishwaran filed a complaint at the Court of Appeal against Chief Minister Vigneshwaran, accusing him of contempt of court by failing to carry out the court order to reappoint him in his ministerial portfolio until now. The World Health Organization has declared Sri Lanka as a rubella-free country. The certificate in this respect has been awarded to Health Minister Rajitha Senaratna. During the last few years, there has been a significant growth in the health sector in the country. Accordingly, Sri Lanka has named as a malaria-free country in 2015. In the year 2016, Sri Lanka was declared filarial-free country. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka has now been declared as rubella-free country this year. It is a remarkable achievement in the local health sector. The related certificate was recently awarded over to Minister Rajita Senaratne at the World Health Organization South and East Asia Regional Sessions. It was presented by the South and East Asia Regional Director of the World Health Organization, Dr. Poonam Ketrapal Singh. She declared that the receipt of the World Health Organization certificate by Sri Lanka for a certain disease every year is laudable. She pointed out that the health sector leadership in Sri Lanka was also an inducement for this achievement. President Maithripala Sirisena has emphasized that stern punishment will be handed down to those who are engaged in ragging. He said that this Prevention of Ragging Act will be properly enforced in this respect. The president laid this stress joining in the laying of the foundation stone for the proposed Polonnaruwa National Vocational Training Institute, planned to be constructed under the Sri Lanka Vocational Training Authority. The new vocational training center will be equipped with modern technological facilities. It is being constructed on a 17-acre extent of land in the Doradeka area at Madirigiriya Road in Hinguragoda, Polonnaruwa. The estimated cost is 6,500 million rupees. Loan facilities for the project is being given by the government of the Netherlands. It is intended to recruit 1,325 technicians and diploma holders at the NVQ 4 and 5 levels with national vocational qualifications annually for full-time training for this modern training institute. In addition, it is proposed to hold part-time courses to update the technical knowledge of those who are engaged in jobs. It is also expected to commence 5 training schools and 34 full-time professional courses in engineering, electrical engineering, hospitality, travel and agriculture. The construction work is slated to be completed within 3 years. Training at this center will begin from January 2022. The president, after launching the construction work on the vocational training center, engaged in an observation visit. The president also launched the website containing information on skills development. Thereafter, addressing the gathering present, the president said that around 1,500 had not been admitted to the university due to ragging. During the last 25 years, the number that died due to ragging was 25, and around 2,000 had been physically and mentally depressed as a result of ragging. A handful of students engaged in brutal activities has affected around thousands of students. At the same time, the president mentioned that some political parties using these students to achieve their parochial political ends. He urged everyone to defeat such unlawful acts. Speaking further, the president pointed out the importance of changing the traditional situations existing in vocational education and updating it with the new world and modern technology. Deputy Speaker and head of the Sri Lanka Interparliamentary Forum, Ananda Kumarasiri, has said that plans are underway to include the responsible parliaments embracing evaluation for Agenda 2030. He made this reference at a media discussion held at the parliamentary complex this morning. Sri Lanka has made arrangements to hold the first global conference, Eval Colombo 2018, on evaluation from the 17th to the 19th of this month. It is slated to be held with the participation of more than 100 parliamentarians of many countries. The launch of the National Evaluation Policy of Sri Lanka at this convention will be a milestone in the country's history of evaluation. Further expressing his views in this respect, Chief of the Sri Lanka Interparliamentary Forum, Deputy Speaker Ananda Kumarasiri said,
this is about evaluation monitoring. We never had a system like even now NGOs, when they work in Sri Lanka, when they allocate money for various projects, they usually have a evaluation monitoring system where they evaluate the project before money is allocated, and then they monitor project, which doesn't happen in the garment sector. We just allocate money, and after 5 or 6 years, we get an annual report, and that is the only occasion where we will be able to go through the whole system and see whether money has been used properly, and also where there was a monitoring system, and it doesn't happen now. So if we strengthen the research section and get them to do an evaluation on this and tell us exactly what went wrong and why this money was not used, then we might be able to get a better picture, and also we can monitor the whole process and see that money is spent wisely, giving every citizen of this country some value to their money. So this is the basic idea, and actually this is not really our role in Parliament. It should be taken up by the opposition, but we thought we invited them. Sometimes they come, sometimes they don't come, but it doesn't matter because this is not a political program. It's something to do with the people of this country, and wise and better use of money, taxpayers' money, for the betterment of the people of this country.
In other local stories, Minister Mahinda Amaravira states that steps will be taken to provide farmers with funds to create a trend towards organic fertilizer. He said that plans are afoot to ensure a higher price for agricultural produce. The Ministry of Agriculture has taken initiatives to provide the fertilizer subsidy for this year's Maha season with effect from today. Accordingly, a workshop was held at the auditorium of the Kandy District Secretariat. It was held for the purpose of inculcating all agricultural officers in the island with regard to the circular concerning the issue of fertilizer. The workshop was held under the patronage of Agriculture Minister Mahinda Amaravira. The minister handed over the new circular containing matters related to the distribution of fertilizer and the new plans to Ajit Pushpakumara, the director of the National Fertilizer Secretariat. Expressing his views on the occasion, the minister said that a sum of more than 35,000 million rupees will be spent this year on the fertilizer subsidy. Minister Sajid Premadasa has said that the recent joint opposition demonstration, which was scheduled to be ended with a death fast, drew to a close from the five-star hotels. Sajid Premadasa said that this was the most unsuccessful demonstration staged in recent history. These patriots were in seven-star hotels. It was from there that they organized the protest. They put up a daze claiming that a death fast would be staged. But the fast was launched only for 2 hours, which was participated by a handful. The minister was speaking at the opening of the Viman Kalligramam and Sivanagar model villages in the Vavuniya area. These were the 116th and 117th model villages to be built under the Shelter for All Reawakening Model Villages program. There are 24 housing units and the expenditure incurred was 21.5 million rupees. It has been decided to upgrade tanks in the Vellasa at a cost of 7,500 million rupees related to the project carried out under Gamperaliya. Accordingly, the construction of the Kusgas Ara tank coming under the Daliva Grama Niladari division at Madulla in Munaragala commenced today under the patronage of Minister of Law and Order Ranjit Madhumabandara. The minister said that 70 years has passed since gaining independence. He said that under the government's Gamperaliya program, action has been taken to reconstruct the tanks and assist the farmers in their cultivations. Minister Ranjit Madhumabandara said that 500 acres of paddy lands in the area are scheduled to be asvadumized under the project. For more information, visit www.itnews.lk. Do join us once again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. for more of the very latest on Prime TV News. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.